That's the very first thing that most agents are taught to say is some cheesy ass script or dialogue that says date the rate and do shit like that. And I think the challenge is that we become so unauthentic that people hear it over and over again, and they're so jaded as well. It's like at that point they can't trust you. You already started with the wrong foot. Let's go.
So today we meant to make this a meeting, but if you guys have questions, just drop it in the Q&A or in the chat. We'll monitor and we will get to you. So don't worry. But I'm Nick Baldwin.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Tristan.
How are you?
I'm co-founder of LabCoatAgents. Tristan, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Tristan Ahumada, the other co-founder of LabCoatAgents.
Yeah, my better half.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Today we are talking about lead generation, lead conversion, different types and sources and strategies, because every source has a different strategy for converting and a different strategy for generating.
Yeah. And here's the thing, when shit is happening out in the real estate world, which it is right now for a lot of you, you panic and then you go out and you say, well, look what they're doing. I want to jump in and do exactly what they're doing. And you don't take account that it's not your strength or something you're not even trained on. So just be weary of everyone else's success because it doesn't equate to your success. Just remember that. Alan.
Right.
Hi, LC Mastermind. Thanks for jumping on. I found an article that I wanted to share with everyone. Nick, I'm going to send it over to you right now.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Pop it open too. And
pop it right open.
There we go. That's the one I wanted to go over a little bit. Just when you take a look at and think of real estate lead generation or what's out there to go forth and buy or use, here are some that pop up. And do these work? I'm like, they work if it's your specialty. They even put in Zillow up here and the realtor.com. But I'd like to start with more of like the old school stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah. OG.
Yeah, like open houses.
Remember those?
Dude, OGs is like the OH, right? Like
everybody talks about like, what's the best place to spend my money? And I'm like, dude, go do an open house. Like do 5 open houses a weekend. Honestly, get out there.
I kind of like this list, man, except it's not.
Well, you're going too fast though. Go back up.
Well, see, it starts off with lead gen, right? Real estate services. Let me move that. And I don't know that I agree with the way that it outlines it. So I really think everyone should start right here, right? Ask your sphere and your past clients, especially if you've been in the business for a longer time.
Wait, keep that open for a minute, because it is interesting that they put subscribe to a lead service like above open house and asking your sphere of influence.
Well, you can't blame them. This is a pay to play blog. So
it is? Who paid for it?
Fit Small Business. So everyone here paid to be on here. So boldly.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why they lead with it. So
got it.
I would say start with number 3.
Yeah,
right?
Start with number 3, then number 2, then number 1. Start 3, 2, 1.
And here's an interesting thing. If you go down to the bottom and you have build a social media presence, I think that's one thing that we all have a challenge with, is I see a lot of you on social media having a challenge trying to figure out what content to put out there. And Nick and I just took over Success Magazine's social media. By the way, go and take a look at that. It's insanely doing way better than it ever has.
Yeah, go like Success Magazine on Instagram.
Go check that out. But in that, we find that we're talking to agents, have such a challenging time being authentic. And the part about trying to pretend that you are successful or trying to pretend that you're actually doing well in the market right now, and to an extent thinking that certain scripts and dialogues and certain things like that will actually work for you long term. I think that's the biggest challenge we have when it comes to lead generation and lead conversion. And it's apparent more on social media because people that grow their social media presence, they're really authentic and connect with an audience because the audience is looking for, wait a second, what's the imperfect part about this person? Because we're all so jaded and taking a look at, well, everyone wants to sell me. And everyone thinks, and everyone out there is coming in and saying, well, I've got the solution for you. And saying, look at this. Look at this over here. And I think the moment that we start identifying with people that make mistakes, that say, hey, you know what? Nick, I actually don't know where the market is headed fully,
Yeah,
interest rates.
I'm responding to somebody's question in the chat, so I'm paying attention. But
No. I'm kind of using you as a script partner right now, where I'm like,
okay.
Hey, Nick, like, I don't know where the market is heading right now. Interest rates look like they're dropping, but I mean, I can't say that the prices are going to continue to drop in all areas or that they're going to go up, right? Because the very first thing that most agents are taught to say is some cheesy ass script or dialogue that says, date the rate and do shit like that. And I think the challenge is that we become so unauthentic that people hear it over and over again, and they're so jaded as well. It's like, at that point, they can't trust you. You already started with the wrong foot. And that becomes a challenge, Nick, because on the online lead conversion side to this, and on the open house side of this, when we're meeting people one-on-one,
yeah,
they can already sense that we don't have their best interest at heart.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I just want to go back a little bit to Matthew because he asked a good question. How many lead sources should an agent wanting to close 50 deals have a year? And I think that's a big question. And I think that's a very loaded question. And that's because, like, you can figure out what source has what conversion rates compare with the sources, right? So, like, your sphere of influence, like, what is it, like 1 in every 10 people are going to move every year, something like that. Internet leads are usually between 1 and 3% conversion rate. So that's a matter of, like, how many leads you're getting. Your sphere of influence is a matter of how many people you're talking to. Open houses is a matter of how many people show up and how many you're doing. So it's like, I don't think there's one clear-cut answer to that.
There isn't. I think one of the things we coach towards is we want to start with, what's your strength? Did Matthew ask this?
Yeah, so
Matthew, let's do where's Matthew? I'm going to grab him on the audience really quick, Matt.
Can we bring up Matthew?
Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to grab
Matthew. Are you Zoom ready?
Or we can just get you on voice, buddy. Allow to talk. There you go. It's going to pop up on your end. You can unmute.
What's up, guys?
What's up, bro?
What's up, Matthew?
Not much. How are y'all?
I heard that Texas is about to freeze over.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a repeat of a year or two ago when we had the snowpocalypse.
Dude, I hope not, man. All right, tell me, what is your strength when it comes down to real estate? Where if you look back specifically, because the market shifted, the last 2 to 3 months only, where did your business come from? If you've gotten business for the last 3 months.
Yeah, so my business has come from referrals, from our sphere, referrals from past clients. And so really my strengths are in person, right? And so I do a good job talking with people, networking with people face to face, not cold calling old leads or, things like that. So my strengths are in person.
Okay. So sphere, you're looking at calling people or meeting them for a coffee or small
both, all of it, all of the above. I call them,
Okay.
check in. Hey, how are you doing, Tristan? How's the family? How you have
Okay.
plans for Christmas? Things like that. And
Got it. All right. So you're saying in person too, because you're very likable in person. You've got this great mustache for people that don't know you. Does that include in person, like open houses? Does that include anything else, like these small meetups? What does it include?
So small meetup networking with other like businesses in the community.
Okay, got it. No open houses?
No.
Okay. But sphere, meaning you're going to call them, you're going to meet up with them, coffee, You're going to go networking with other community owners, like business owners.
Yep.
And what else are you looking at?
Basically our past clients is together with Sphere.
All right.
So that's where we get majority of our business, Sphere, past clients, and referrals from both.
Got it.
Can I
So
ask
if
you
you're
a
look-
quick question?
Yeah.
shoot.
Do you think that you're better with people that you know as opposed to strangers? Like if you're doing an open house, could you?
100%. Yes.
Okay, so with people you don't know, it's at an open house a little bit more of a struggle for you.
Yes.
Got it.
Got it.
All right. So Matthew, your strengths are going to lie on your Sphere networking past clients. Now you have to take a look at what you have in place. Like, what do you have right now that's working for you as far as technology, as far as automation, as far as things that you already do, where your brand is going to meet them, these people, right? Sphere networking people, past clients. Your brand is going to meet them at home, online, and in person. Because if you want to get more business from this, you're going to need to show up more for them. And it's not going to be showing up like, hey, Nick, I'm with so-and-so real estate. Do you have 5 minutes? This is a business call. Like that. Matthew, that is not
No.
what you. So when you're looking at social media, when you're looking at newsletters, when you're looking at pieces to send out by mail, now they all revolve around Sphere, your business clients around the networking events, and past clients. Now, everything that you do, all the tech, everything that you're looking at is going to be kind of funneled into your strengths here. That's the biggest mistake. We start with the reverse. Like I'm looking at Nick and I'm like, damn, Nick just had an amazing year, 100 million in closed volume. I'm like, and he's doing online leads with YLOPO and he's doing mailers. I want to do that. And then I just go and do that. So Matthew, what are you currently doing for your Sphere that's working? What are you doing for your past clients that's working?
So we do events. And so, we try to do one a quarter, and it's really just touching base and personally reaching out and inviting them. And then, we also do Facebook groups. So we have our Facebook group where we do giveaways for our Sphere and past clients that are in there, like our referral partners who have referred us. And then the tech that we have is just our campaigns that are kind of set up to send out small texts here and there, birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and then just random check-ins as well.
Got it. All right. So what I'm going to challenge you with is this. You're already doing what it takes to succeed. But if you need to get to that next level of 50 or 60 plus, then you're going to need to show up a lot more for your Sphere. And you're going to have to show up enough for them to want to share the experience that they had with you. And I'm not sure that you're showing up enough for them in the right way to make them feel like they should be sharing the stuff that you're sharing with them. Like you need to take a look at the story that you're telling through your events, the group that you're in, I'm assuming other social pieces, the campaigns that you're sending out, newsletter, text, emails. What is that? Is it value driven, or is it just what you're seeing everyone else do? And there's an opportunity you have right now, Matthew. Hell's about to freeze over in Texas, and everyone's going to be sending out the same email, which is Merry Christmas, everybody. You, on the other hand, are going to go out to social media. You're going to go and create a newsletter specifically telling the people that are homeowners, your Sphere, your past clients, saying, hey, this doesn't happen very often. Here are the things you need to do for your house so the pipes don't break, so you don't die, so your dog's okay. This is the stuff you need to do. And now all of a sudden they're going to share that because you're coming from value. You do that enough and you pass 50.
Gotcha.
Hey, Matthew, I'm going to drop a link in the chat. And honestly, anybody watching this can learn from it. If you do events, you're going to want to watch this webinar that we did with an agent named Matt Miali. And yeah, you're going to want to watch it because his team is like 75% events. Like they do an event, they do like 10 events a year.
Oh,
And
wow.
that webinar was killer, like all his agents do is call people and invite them to stuff. And if you want your agents to get on the phones, have them call people and invite them to stuff. It's so easy and fun, and people say yes. And he gives examples of like how you can start out at like virtually no cost to how you can then like level up over time. It's so good.
Matt, watch that. Nick sent that one to me and then I watched it. I was like, wow, I sent it to my team. That was a really good one.
You were like, do this.
I said, do this. Matt, I want you to take this next week because it's a little slower. Typically people slow down, and take a look at what else you can be doing. What other avenues where your brand is meeting your sphere networking, past clients, more at home, online, and in person, but you're telling a story and you're bringing in value that connects with them and makes them feel like they need to share stuff, right? And that I think you can do a lot better, Matthew, because you stand out authentically, but you need to do more of it.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, dude.
That was a great one. Let me see. I don't want to remove him from the webinar. I just want to
just remove him from
disable talking. There it is.
There you go.
I was about to kick you out of the webinar, Matthew. Okay, you're done, Matt.
Oh my God, bye. So yeah, that was good, man. I think that was super helpful for him, and there was a lot of good advice there. I think, this is the perfect time, the holidays. This is the perfect time to reach out to people. Like if you're, and don't reach out for the sheer point of trying to set an appointment. It's the holidays. Call them, say hello, see how the family's doing. Wish them happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy New Year, happy Kwanzaa, whatever the heck they celebrate. Have conversations with people, man. This is the perfect time to have nice conversations with people. Oh, I don't have any business. Okay. But you can be making phone calls. You can be writing handwritten cards, wishing people happy holidays. You can be doing those things, and that'll fill up your pipeline for the first quarter, at least.
Yeah. I think that the key is to show up more on the human side of this. And there's a new book. It's not out yet, but I just interviewed them. The Unsold Mindset. Pick this one up if you can. Let me jump it into the chat. Unsold Mindset. I just finished interviewing them for Success Magazine, and they dropped a few different things. Let me just grab the link. And two things I want to share with you on that because it kind of blended into what we're talking about. There it is. They said because they did heavy study through COVID on the top leaders in sales. So all the best salespeople in the world. They even got to, at some point, Nick, I was going to tell you, we're going to interview them later. They even got to Snoop Dogg too. Like,
we're going to interview Snoop Dogg?
They talked to Snoop Dogg and they're like, how? So, we just talked to your manager. Your manager says you're the greatest salesperson ever. He's like, yeah, man, it's not me, it's my mom. Right. So then they interview the mom, but they kept on going through all of these routes. And they said this, they said the greatest salespeople are not the most sociable. They are the most socially aware. And I thought, wow, the greatest salespeople are not the most sociable. They're the most socially aware.
Totally, dude. You have to be completely aware of, first of all, your audience, your situation, the mannerisms, just everything, body language, to know whether you should stop or keep going.
Yeah. And here's the key to it. He said, the reason is that there's two guys. Brian said, dude, I'm not the most social either, Brian. They said, because people feel heard. And that's the key. Because when you're socially aware, going back to Matthew, you're paying attention to this. You're socially aware of what's happening in Texas. Now you're going to send out an email because you're aware, right? And you're like, how can I help? You're purpose-driven at this point. And people can identify purpose-driven people. They just connect with them. Why? Because we're aware. We're aware of what's happening. We're aware of how you feel. We're asking questions to dig deeper, right? So a lot of what we're teaching you right here is not so much about, hey, where should I go get more YLOPO, Google PPC leads or Facebook leads? Because everyone can do that. It's how do we get better at connecting with these people so that we don't sound like the other million real estate agents that are also calling Google PPC leads and Facebook lead ads? Right? And I think that's the challenge, Nick.
Yeah, it can be well, someone like Matthew whose expertise is talking to people that he knows. This is going to be the perfect time of year for him to lead generate. But yeah, being social is difficult. Like for me, like I hate small talk. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like it's wasting your time. It's like,
yeah, like whenever we have to, like, I love my family and I love my in-laws and I love my, but like sometimes I don't want to go to gatherings because I know there's going to be small talk and I just can't stand it.
I feel drained. Don't you?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I feel drained, man.
But sometimes you just got to suck it up, and that's how you're going to get business.
Guys, let's talk about one thing then here. Nick, what do you think about this? Deposits and withdrawals when it comes to your real estate business. Deposits and withdrawals, not on the money side.
Right. Yeah.
But deposits and withdrawals when it comes to the value that you're giving to the people that you're trying to connect with, right? And we don't do enough of these deposits in order for us to withdraw what it is that we need.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because what do we have, Nick? You and I get this all the time from other agents. Oh, it's that time of year again, right? Change back your clock, push it forward.
Oh, God.
Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, happy everything.
Happy whatever it is you want to celebrate.
What kind of deposits are those? I feel like they're almost like the small talk that you're talking about. Like,
yeah, I think, I think you're right. Well, that's why I always say to agents, to reach out when they least expect it, right? Like you should definitely reach out during the holidays. Reach out when they least expect it. Like,
and in a way they don't expect it.
Right. For example, Facebook is an open book to everyone's life. Like little Timmy scores his first touchdown. Send a card, right? Like who's going to send a card saying, I just saw little Timmy score his first touchdown on Facebook. That's so cool. Congratulations. No one's going to send a card that says that. They're going to get hundreds of Christmas cards, but they're not going to get anyone writing a card saying that was so cool that little Timmy scored his first touchdown.
Dude. Yes. People are tone deaf. Our society is tone deaf because look at what Nick just said. And now go open your mailbox for Christmas. What are you getting? Tell me what you're getting for Christmas. You're getting other people's portraits in the form of a postcard.
Like, who cares?
I can go to Facebook and Instagram if I want to see you.
Oh, look at you going off.
I just think that you were right on, man. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like, I want to celebrate those wins in my sphere's life, my past clients' life, my friends' life. I want to celebrate those wins.
Yeah.
Like when Nick crushes it on social, on success, I'm like, holy shit. I go, Nick, great job. That was badass. Right. So, yes.
Elena says in the chat, when my clients' kids win an award at school and they post it on Facebook, I send the kid an ice cream gift card. Yeah, that's the best. Like, just reaching out to people when they least expect it, like send a text message even, hey, congratulations on, whatever the occasion is, you know?
So look, this was the first of many that we're going to do this way.
First of many,
but we really wanted to set the tone to explain to you, to Elsie explain to you, can we do that?
Elsie
explain to you that it's your approach, it's your mindset to online lead generation, to any type of lead generation, to conversion, to online lead conversion. It's your approach. And if we come from a point of saying, how can I just be me and connect with the people that are going to love me because I am who I am, and I'm not going to pretend that I know something when I don't. It'll open up a lot of doors for you, because then you drop people's guards. It's like, oh yeah, I don't have to watch out for Joe over here who's trying to sell me something. It sounds like a used car salesperson, right? If he said, you know what, I had a presentation, I totally forgot it, or it's my first time doing this listing presentation, so if I screw up or I miss anything, let me know. All of a sudden, I connect with you.
And by the way, I also want to say this. Please, please, please don't end your phone calls with your sphere by asking if they know anyone who wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Just don't do it, because it's what we were talking about before, the social awareness. What did you really call me for?
Yeah. You just told me right there your intentions, and now I'm not going to pick up the phone the next time.
They already know that you're a real estate agent if you're doing what you should be doing by keeping in touch. You don't need to say that. The way that you should be doing that is by like posting on social media some market stats, having them on a market statistic drip campaign. But when you call them, you don't need to say it. If you're calling to say hello, you don't need to then ask for a referral. It's lame.
Nick, on that, Nick's right. And you should end it by saying something like, by the way, Nick, if you need an electrician, I just referred one out to one of my past clients. He did great. So if you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's how you do it.
John says these 30 minutes have been more eye-opening than the past 3 months of learning. Thank you so much, Nick and Tristan. Thank you, John. Spread the word. Let people know that we're doing this once a month. So keep an eye out for the next one.
Do us a favor though. Hold on before you leave. Nick, can you do me a favor and put up your Instagram there so people can message you if they have any questions?
Yeah, go to
Here, I got it. Never mind.
Oh,
there it is. If you have any questions at all, you want to find out more about what we do, coaching, guiding, helping, anything.
go follow me. I'll follow you back.
Follow Nick on Instagram right there. It's Nick Baldwin _79. Put up the link. And we're going to be doing this once a month. We're going to go deeper into different topics as the market shifts, whichever way it shifts. And Whitney, are you guys going to do the same day? Yes, we're going to do the exact same day, same time, same bat channel. We just don't have a name for this.
What
if you
should it
guys
be
want
called?
to, I don't know, LCA Explain.
LC Explain.
LC Explain. That's funny. If you guys have any suggestions, message Nick, Whitney. Nick, we can message him. Brian.
Yeah, shoot me a message and let me know like what topics you want to discuss on the next call.
Good one. Good one. Message him there, everyone. Yeah. Last thing, Nick, before I jump off because I'm late to my next one. What?
Well, I'm going to the same one.
Yeah. What's the hat? What's that?
Me?
Yeah, you got something on. What's this?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
It's just a brand.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us.
See you
Nick.
next time.
Great stuff, buddy.
Bye.